Now, before continuing to further transactions, we want to make some correction. In the previous transaction, we have received the cash from customer as an advance against the sales order number. And in the most recent transaction, we have converted this order to invoice. So at the time of invoice, the customer advances should be deducted. So only we have to charge the remaining amount. That means if, let's say, the customer total bill is 10,000 and against that he has already paid us 5,000. So that 5,000 should be reflected in an invoice. So we haven't done that. So I'll just show you how we can correct this one as well, and how you can do the correct treatment of customer advances, because we will do other changes as well. So first of all, we need to check the status of customer advances. Just click on accounting and click on chart of accounts. And here, if we scroll down and check the customer advances in the liabilities, we can still see that 5,000 is still not settled yet. So this entry shouldn't be done in this way. I'll just double click here. Although it's accounting wise perfect, but it will not allow us to settle this in the invoice. Why? Because in the invoice, you are not able to enter the category wise expenses. Only items or service is allowed. So I'll just delete this. Yes. So because it was unable to show in invoice as a service, we have deleted this, although it was accounting wise correct. So the fresh procedure is, first of all, you will create the chart of accounts like I have already did. I just delete the balance. Let's suppose it a fresh account of customer advances as a liability. And after that, what will you do is just click on inventory and products and services from the corner. And here we need to create a service item. On the top, we have the new option. Click on service. Name it as customer advances. And I'll just straight away go down and link the income account to customer advances as well. And just save and close. And now we will click on new and click on sales receipt from the customer section. We'll select Albert. Now this is not exactly a sales receipt, but we have to find a way around so that we can do the proper treatment, and also it can be settled against the invoice. So sales receipt, and what kind of service you are giving. I'll just mention here customer advances. So against customer advances, we are receiving this money. I'll just mention this as description. So the amount is 5,000. I'll just straight away mention that. The date of transaction is 13th of January. All set. Save and close, or otherwise just save and go to more and click on transaction journal just to make sure that everything is okay accounting wise. So customer advances is credit as a liability, and against that we have received cash, but that needs to be settled in future. So after that, I'll just go to the sales and click on invoices, and let's choose this Albert invoice. Click on view or edit. And here everything is set. We just have to enter this one in minus. I just need to edit this. So click on the plus sign, add a product or service. But as we can see, we are unable to edit this just because we have converted it directly from the sales order. So click on more actions and we will delete this, delete invoice, and just go to the sales order first. And now the status is not invoice. I'll just open this one and edit this. Here we will just write here customer advances. And this is the right treatment, that whenever you book the sales order and you receive the customer advance, just make sure that you don't forget this in future while creating the invoice. So you must make sure that at the time of sales order, when you receive the customer advance, you should enter this in the sales order. So although it will not reflect or affect the accounts at this spot, but whenever the sales order is directly converted to sales invoice, it will affect. So this is the complete order. Against that, 5,000 is set to minus. All set. Click on save and save and close. And after that, since we are in the sales order field, just click on the actions. Next to it is this arrow sign. Click on convert to invoice and it will directly convert it to invoice. Click on view, and this is the complete invoice. Click on more actions to check the transaction journal report. And now as we can see, a big entry here. Account receivable is debit, sales is credit, and customer advances is now settled. So the pending receivable is much lesser because debit is customer advances and 4170. Let me just show you on calculator. 4170 plus 5000. So in total, the sale amount should be this one, 9170. So on the credit side, we have 6720 plus the sale is 2100 plus the sale amount is 350. So 9170. Against that, we only have to receive 4170 because we have already received this amount as advance. And that is the perfect treatment, that whenever you mention or forward an invoice to the customer, you just less the customer advance amount that is already received and then invoice the rest of the amount. And that's how we can make the complete treatment of customer advances. Now it's good that you are getting this type of knowledge, that if you have made some earlier mistakes, how we can correct this and how we can find some different ways so that it can be reflected in accounts and documentation properly. So that's how you do it. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.